I can't believe it, bro. Honestly, though, Nick has set the most fugazi pole lap of all time. That's a joke.
Yeah, that was not a
That's
pole
a
lap.
joke that's
That
a
was
pole
that
time.
was a
Honestly, heading
nervous
into
lap.
this weekend, bro.
We were talking 40s. This is true. We were talking 4-0 is the number that was
Like,
discussed.
fell off.
target
Don't
was
underestimate the pressure.
yeah, bro. Fucking knobs. Oh man, I can't honestly look at his sector two, bro.
I
Yeah.
braked like 50 meters early.
Halsey's P5, Bass's P6, Evans P7.
400
Bro,
laps with
honestly, this is
P5 is
gold, bro.
crazy.
This quali, honestly, whoever thought of one shot, yeah, bravo. Like, honestly, I don't care I'm P9. Everyone else did just as bad.
Kurva!
Now, as you can tell, I was really not happy with my performance from the qualifying P9, but I should start this by apologizing to everyone who heard me through the whole rage. I was out of my mind and said some things I shouldn't have said, and I hope you accept this apology because, I shouldn't lose my head like I did at that moment in time.
Are you ready to die?
If I'm not P5 at the end of lap 1, I'm retiring. Does Kiergulski retire by the end of this race? Let's find out. 6 lights on the board, clutch in, first gear, lights out, and I get an incredibly mid start. I gain nothing on the car ahead, which is a shame, but at least I lose nothing to the guys behind, and right now I decide let me just stick on the inside, make sure that I don't get in contact with anybody because that'd be really derailing. And for turn 1 that was really good. Didn't get particularly close to N1. Heading into turn 2, I get checked up by Urge a little, which turned out to be a blessing in disguise because Halsey, Base Cannon, and Urge did spin because of that. And right now I feel like maybe I got a lucky break, but P5, which is a huge success for me. Hayden is ahead, and he did have a bit of reader issues, which wasn't good for him, but at this moment in time on Sunday, it was perfect for me. Heading into P4 now, really couldn't ask any better. Car is a bit heavy with fuel, of course, but it's the same for everyone, so I have no excuse. Toltec ahead is who I have to focus on, although I do have Evan behind me, but so far so good given I qualified, P9. And the cars ahead of me were reputable drivers, those Halsey there, those Base there, Evan was there, and Hayden was there, Aj as well. I think those are the 5 guys mainly, but so far so good making up those 5 positions. Toltec is quite some ways ahead of me, and Evan is much closer to my rear, so unfortunately I do have to drive with my mirrors and try to make sure that at least, I don't lose anything much to the cars ahead and especially to the car behind, because Evangelus is a very good driver who I really wouldn't want to get stuck behind. But I do make this mistake in the following lap, which just, ruined my momentum. Wasn't really ideal because the quali lap which I did, which I decided not to show you guys because fuck you. The quali lap I did, I made a mistake at T1, the exact same thing. I went into T1 a little bit too fast, clipped the white curb, spun into the wall. That time it was a little slower, but still same thing. Lost my car, and devoid of a little bit of confidence, this moment here really didn't help. In the dirty air of Evan, just losing the car a little bit, but right now, I just decide, just stick behind Evan. Don't lose sight of him, because you never know what's gonna happen during the race. Anything, a lot of time. But I do make this mistake, which is just very annoying. Because right now, with those 2 major moments, I've lost 4 seconds, so I should be 4 seconds up the road. if everything went perfect, which would have given me the opportunity to go for Nick at the very least. But I do decide, you know what, I'm not fighting Nick now, so I might as well just focus on the cars ahead. And I let Evan do all the dirty work, and I just stuck behind him for 10 minutes or so. Just let him be the one to go past Toltec, and I'll collect whatever scraps are left over from that, because, you know, Evan is a very good driver. Toltec was new, and he's done admirably so far, but we both expect to get past him because he's a bit holding us up. And Toltec does make this mistake in T1. I guess he lost his rear going in too fast, and Evan was able to get ahead, and I was able to get alongside into turn 2. And I try to make sure that Amon is outside the whole way. I blip the gas a little bit just to make sure my presence is there, because I know for turn 3 here I'll be able to make up that time gap. Everyone decides to give Toltec wisely the slipstream, but Toltec wisely backs out of it, and I get into P3. Toltec with a half-hearted lunge up the outside, but right now, am I really that worried that Toltec will make an attack? Not really, because Evan is so close, and if I was in Toltec's shoes, I'd, you know, same thing I did, just wait behind and maximize on whatever opportunities you're given. And right now I feel like so far so good. Toltec's been dealt with, and I'm pretty confident I did have the pace on Evan, at least for the first half of the race. So right now it's just biding my time, choosing when to do this overtake so that I lose the least amount of time in my lap, because ultimately you never know what happens with Nick up front, and that's the same, you know, mentality I'm carrying. I'm targeting P1 in every race I do, no matter what happens. And into the main straight here behind Evan, the slipstream kicks in, and I managed to get past him relatively smoothly. It went really well. I do have to defend a little into turn 2 because he gets back in the slipstream, so I just make sure to delay my exit a little bit, just to make sure that he doesn't get that switchback on me, which was hugely successful. Sector 1 with, of course, the best opportunities for overtakes. Sector 2, not so much, especially if he's not alongside by here, because maybe you can go down the inside of the chicane here, pretty much slam dunk. But other than that, then it's a bit of a waiting game until Sector 3. So right now, done most of the work I need to do. Getting past Toltec, getting past Evan. Denny, who started P2, had started on lower fuel and was pitted early for a high fuel stint, and that lost him a lot of time, because while he was doing his high fuel laps, we were doing a low fuel lap, so he just lost too much time. And as far as racing with Denny goes, I did not have any track time with him. So at this moment, I know I'm in P2 mathematically. I am not worried about Denny. I know I'm faster than Evan, thankfully. So right now it's just fingers crossed, you know, whatever happens to Nick. But nothing happens to Nick. He kept it clean. Nick also did keep the fastest lap, although his second stint on the medium, surprisingly, was very inconsistent. And crossing the line here, it was about 6.9 second gap. I really felt like this could have been a race that I would win on pace. I feel like this was my best race. At least I was the best driver today, but you know, quali is part of the race and I failed there. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.
He's done it again! That is a fucking little bastard! He does it. He does it. You've done it again. You dirty bastard. You've done it again.
Where is the card? But where is the...
Brazen with me. You're not to refer to the deceased as a victim. It's a loaded term and for the jury to decide.
Sir, so I'm afraid we are behind on the tower reconstruction, but I can 100% assure you that it is not my fault.
But it wasn't until Annie January stepped out from...
Can't just do whatever they want.
Deep. We gotta talk about the octopus in the room.
Oh, you know, eight together strong. No wonder they had to leave.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a racist joke towards me.
That's the first thing I had in mind, but you know, I'm gonna hold off.
That would have been a new high for Sanf. New PB for tolerance, you know.
New PB in racism.
Stop! Top in the history of the NBA.
Stop!
And then
Stop
they won
right
72 games.
Stop right there. Stop right. Stop.
Aiden Fogo fighting for position. This is brand new.
He's looking forwards, not backwards. Hello.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I want some sauce at the moment. This is new.
Yeah.
Okay, I get.
What?
You can just drop the N-word right now and get him banned on Twitch.
Why? What's stopping you, bro?
Chaotic. Oh, in fact.
You telling me I should be less racist?
Yes.
Alright.
Now that's just a suggestion, though.
Yeah.
Nah, he told me I should tone it down.
Should
not. And since when was Kyoga your mum?
I don't know, all of a sudden he's very sensitive about it. I don't know what I
about
did.
What exactly? Sorry.
Me being racist.
Huh.
I don't know what I did. I don't think I said anything too bad.
How the hell have you framed that as me being in the wrong?
I'll tell you something, though, and it's fair to lock them up. You shouldn't lock them up. Lock up the Bidens. Lock up Hillary. Lock them up.
I don't know if Cops has noticed the gaps.
No, I have.
It's been a crazy.
You just want to show off to Capser or what? Look, Capser, I'm so far ahead of them.